Welcome back to Tea and Toys. This time we finally got, after 2 years of waiting to get the Everliving Mumm-Ra and the Wave 2 Super 7 ThunderCats. Here it is, Mumm-Ra the Everliving. We know it's in the boxes before, but this one again, it comes with a beautiful piece of artwork and a small mini bio for him. So what does Mumm-Ra come with? It comes with Ma-Mutt, so it's actually considered a 2-pack, and I thought Ma-Mutt was only going to have his front legs articulation and his head, but it does actually come with the back legs articulated, which is great. I actually thought Ma-Mutt was going to be quite a bit bigger. He's quite small, which means Snarf can only be about the same size as well, because Ma-Mutt, I believe, is bigger than Snarf. So it'd be interesting to see where we go from there in regards to how big Snarf's going to be for the ThunderCats. And he comes with the complete version of the Sword of Plunder, which barely fits on camera there, but there it is. It is huge. This is huge. This is a lot bigger than I thought it would be. I actually thought it's going to be quite a bit smaller, so he can fit in his hands better. Do you know what? I actually would have preferred if he could take out the blades. But then again, those little pegs would just snap over time anyway. But there it is. Absolutely humongous sword. All sorts of weird design in the cartoon. There's that. Now, there's 130 ThunderCats episodes, and I cannot remember what this is, so let's just call it a wand for the sake of argument right now. I cannot remember what that is. Looks like some kind of control wand or device. I'm sure he used it for some devious and disgusting plot. And like a lot of Super 7 action figures, the ultimate scale anyway, is Mumm-Ra's alternate head. This is his head when he does the old transformation. A little bit of black tongue sculpted in there. Actually, I like both heads on the Mumm-Ra, so let's bring him closer. But the closed mouth version is just as vile and just as nasty. And then he comes with a selection of 6 hands. Now he does come packaged with the fist hands. I kind of dislike fist hands. There's nothing much you can do with them other than have fisticuffs poses, but you can do that with the open hand fist as well. So he comes with 2 of these, left and right. All are east-west articulation. There's no north-south with Mumm-Ra, and 2 claw hands. So I've got a fisted hand, open hand on him, and a claw hand on him as well. And he comes with the wired cape, which I have attached. Which, actually, let's show you how it's attached. So I'll probably ruin my displayed figure now. So how you do it, you peg it on with this notch here. There's one on the back which doesn't actually fit very well, so I'm not sure if this is meant to be removable or not. There's no instructions inside, so at the moment I'm just sort of clipping it on top of that. Now my cape did have a wire coming out here, so I might actually have to sew that back in so it doesn't keep poking out, which is kind of annoying, but that's the risk of fabric goods with the wire going through them. The wire can pierce through, snap over time as it degrades, and you can clip it on the other side as well. Now what happened with mine is, now I didn't notice this until after I changed one of the hands over. I just found this piece sort of resting on its own, and it is the clip hook thing which you would attach the cape onto. So, and I don't think they're meant to be removable. I don't think that is an intention. So again, nearly lost it again there. So yeah, be careful that these can pop out if you're sort of playing with it, let's say, and reconfiguring your figure. And obviously I don't know why they've done that. That is actually removable. So that is actually attached to Mumm-Ra, the mummy rags here. I can't remember which way around it went on. Right, to reattach the cape, you'll notice that this section of the mummy rags or bandages sort of kind of gets in the way, so you've got to try and hook that on there and clip through the holes there so they go down like that. And obviously do the same to the other side, so be careful it doesn't ping off like mine did originally. So again, it doesn't hook on the back very well at all. It does not hook on the back very well at all. This is in the way, and I don't think that is removable. It's not coming out, so I'm not going to try and pull it. And then you stick the head on? You stick the roaring head on. I've not actually done that yet. That's on. That seems to be on. There he is, roaring to his heart's content. And the cool thing with these fabric capes is, yes, you can sort of manipulate them a bit better than you would be able to. Unlike with a lot of Super 7 action figures from the Ultimates line, you get the usual articulation. Again, a lot of other videos go through it. This one is actually really good. It's come out really well. Nothing's too loose, nothing's too tight. You can see it's the pinless elbows and knees, which people seem to be a big fan of now. Let's see, that's pink straight off. Look at that. How annoying. And obviously he'd be displayed with his sword, which takes up a lot of room. And that cape's going to get annoying doing that. See, look, the back bit not hooking on properly. It's really affecting that. So there he is, with the sword of Plunder. Ma-Mutt by his side. Weird wand thing. Let's get that as well. Let's weapon him up. So yeah, all the usual articulation you'd get with a Ultimates action figure. Alternate heads, alternate hands. Hands don't always bother me. Accessories is a big thing. Now, one thing I did want Mumm-Ra to come with. Now, they might do a more toy colours accurate version. That could be the red crown version or the purple crown version, which I don't think was released originally back in the LGN days. And they might give Mumm-Ra his black sword from that figure and the dagger, the wonky dagger. I actually was kind of hoping they would do that, because they did give Slythe and I think Jackalman their cartoon and toy weapons, but yeah, Mumm-Ra didn't get that, which is a bit of a shame, because that's obviously the weapon that we used to play with as kids. And it wouldn't be an Ultimates video without an Ultimates comparison with Mumm-Ra's mummy version. So there they are together. You can see the Everliving Mumm-Ra is absolutely huge when compared to the other characters. Now, to think that Monstar from the Silverhawks action figure line is going to be a little bit bigger than this Mumm-Ra. It's like, wow, like outside of Megator and Titus from the old He-Man days, I think Mumm-Ra is probably one of the biggest standard figures. I've obviously got Gygor as well. Who else have we got? Let's get out Lino. Let's just do this one as well. There he is. This is Lino. Obviously, Lino is the older He-Man Classics buck look. So he's got the pins. And something now not quite right about it when you compare him to the more modern figures. And we'll see that with Tigra when we get round to him as well. But there he is with Mumm-Ra. I think it looks still quite good. I'm happy. I'm not going to replace Lino anytime soon. I'm 100% not getting red Lino, which is the Mumm-Ra version of Lino. It is not happening. So there is Lino with the Everliving Mumm-Ra and the mummy version of Mumm-Ra. And these kind of videos wouldn't be complete if I didn't bring out the other 80s baddies of the time as well. So yeah, one of the first, well, now known as Ultimates figures, but this is the Classics Skeletor with the Everliving Mumm-Ra. Great crossover by DC. It really needed the second part. I do not consider the Injustice to be the second part, although it officially is. They should have done another ThunderCats He-Man crossover. What is wrong with DC, Warner Brothers, not doing more ThunderCats stuff in comics and crossovers? For all intents and purposes, from a layman, it's the same company, but yet ThunderCats seems to be constantly mismanaged and not done right. That He-Man ThunderCats crossover was fantastic. It was great. We loved it. And to know that there would have been a He-Man Turtles crossover, I actually would like to see ThunderCats crossed over with the Turtles as well. The whole mutants thing, I think would be an interesting dynamic. Well, that's a segue into bringing out Shredder from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. It's like blues and purples are very popular for the villainous ranks. Somebody slightly different, because we don't have Cobra Commander yet. I did sell off the classified one because I want to get the Super 7 one to go with the scale. Well, it doesn't come with the hooded head for some absolute BS reasons. Ming the Merciless. NECA's Ming the Merciless. Obviously, details a lot more... Well, he's a lot more detailed for a start, but this 1980s villainous pack, for me, is nearly complete. Cobra Commander, if and when we get the Visionaries. I'm going to have to buy all 14 of them. Darkstorm needs to be in this lineup. But these are the main guys with Cobra Commander on his way. Obviously, Megatron would be there, so if you want a Megatron that's better scaled to see these guys, I'd recommend the Masterpiece one. I can't get that one out. Don't have it anymore. So here they are, the 1980s villainous lot right there. Maybe Vendor as well from Dungeons & Dragons, so let's peel them away. It is Mumm-Ra's video after all. what did you think of Ma-Mutt the Everliving? See, that's just annoying. That's just going to get really irritating now. Other than that, yeah, I'm impressed. The one thing I didn't like is the same colour here. He just looks like he's a eunuch. They should have done like a pants colour, made that red. I don't want the belief that Mumm-Ra has been somewhat castrated by the ancient spirits of evil. I just don't want to think that. I shouldn't be thinking that kind of thing anyway. It's a cartoon character. But there he is. Ma-Mutt and Mumm-Ra. ThunderCats Super 7 Wave 2 is finally here. The wait is ended. So don't forget to love, like, subscribe, make some comments below.